Do you want to know how the AMD stock cooler compares to the Corsair H100i GTX all-in-one liquid cooler? Well, that's what we're going to show you today. Y'all are joining us here in the Signal Zero Gaming Studios for our brand new series called Signal Zero Tech Review. I'm AlphaWolf, and during the series, we're going to be reviewing PC products, anything from motherboards to monitors and much more. We're also going to be comparing some of those products to their direct competitors or their stock counterparts. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode and review this Corsair H100i GTX, and we're going to compare it to the stock AMD cooler. So this here is our test bench. It's made up of an Ultra Rogue M925 full tower. We're running an AMD FX 8350 at 4.0 gigahertz CPU. We've got 16 gigs of Corsair RAM. The motherboard is an MSI 970A-G46. We're running an EVGA 980 Ti graphics card, and we have an Ultra 750 watt power supply. Now, with the stock AMD cooler, we're getting about 37 degrees Celsius at idle with minimal fan noise. And under full load, it runs at about 59 to 60 degrees Celsius with the fan speeds resembling an F-18 trying to take off at full afterburner speeds from our studio. Now, we decided that was just a little bit too hot for our liking, and without proper FAA clearance, we just couldn't allow that to happen. So we picked up this Corsair H100i GTX, the all-in-one liquid CPU cooler. At the price point of $119.99, it's on the low end of similar coolers of the same size. Now, let's see what this Corsair box has to say that the specs can do. It's running dual 120, right here, 120 millimeter fans for excellent cooling performance, and it claims to have real low noise. That's definitely a big point that we want to get in our system. We're tired of having F-18s trying to take off. Now, it also comes with advanced cold plate and manifold design. It's got easy mounting brackets for quick installation, built-in Corsair Link software, so customization, fan speeds, and lighting, and replaceable colored radiator and plate cap inserts, sold separately according to the box. Now, Corsair here claims that on their Intel Core system, that at another 4 gigahertz system, at 100% load, the ambient temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this cooler into our test bench system and see if it lives up to what Corsair claims it can manage. All right, guys. So the Corsair all-in-one liquid CPU cooler has met everything that Corsair claimed it to do. On an idle, we sat at only 17 degrees Celsius for an extended period of time. We also ran the CPU up to 100% workload, also for an extended period of time, and the temps only reached 36 degrees Celsius. That is a huge difference compared to the AMD stock cooler that was in here. Also, which is a big plus, we didn't have a F-18 fighter jet trying to take off in the studio. Extremely quiet cooler. Love it being so quiet. Our only complaints, really, there's two. One major, one minor. The major being, to put it simply, the software that comes with this cooler sucks. The Corsair Link, that's what it's called, has some major bugs. Major bugs. 9 times out of 10, the software didn't even recognize that the cooler was installed onto the computer. After double and triple checking to make sure that all plugs were correct and installed correctly, still 9 times out of 10 could not get it to recognize that the cooler was installed. When it did recognize that the cooler was installed, linked with the antivirus software, for some odd reason, it decided to spool the fans up to max RPM, and the only way that we could get it to disable that was manually shutting down the antivirus software and then rebooting the PC. That being said, that's our only major complaint with it. We just don't usually use the Corsair Link software anymore. Now, our minor complaint here is basically just a looks issue. It's all strictly aesthetic. This cooler could not fit in a full case. We've got right here the radiator. It just wouldn't fit between the CPU and the top of the case. So we had to put two 120 millimeter fans on top. Luckily, this case has a nice big vent, strictly for that purpose, is what it looks like to mount those two fans there. Now, those being our only drawbacks with this cooler, we've decided that this is really an awesome piece of tech. It definitely meets what we're looking for as far as cooling capabilities and sound capabilities. And if you are deciding that you want to upgrade from your stock cooler or even from a different cooler, definitely take a look at this Corsair cooler. It's a nice cooler. It's really good. Now, guys, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for this one, but keep an eye out for our next review video. We're going to be reviewing the Elgato Game Capture HD60 Pro. Also, take a look at these videos from our gaming section, and don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and we'll catch you next time.